Hello and welcome back to another TNT episode, which stands for Toys News Talk on the KenOhwee Channel. 1 year later, and we're still getting Avengers figures. Who would have thought, right? And for me, there's one exciting figure and another not so much. Let's talk about s.hfiguarts Loki first. This is an anticipated figure, at least for me. Then again, any villain figure is an anticipated figure in this crowded scene full of heroes. Anyway, it's supposedly based on the 2012 Avengers Loki, but if you watch Endgame, you know the 2012 Loki made an appearance, so Endgame, original Avengers, whatever it is, Loki's coming. And they've decided to use cloth as a material for his cape, which is great. Then they used hard plastic for the rest of his attire, which I'm starting to be a little concerned of his articulation, because it seems like a lot of it is hindered, like his hair or his legs, to name a few. Don't get me wrong, it looks great, but for a Tamashii Web exclusive figure that'll set you back $90, you don't want it to just look great, you want it to move. Next up is the not so anticipated figure for me, but maybe for some people, another Captain America figure. Yes, oh yes, it's another Tamashii Web exclusive. Calling it the Cap vs. Cap edition, which is pretty much the 2012 Avengers Captain America, which we never got. But here he is now, after like what, 4-5 iterations? So what are the changes? You get another unmasked head, which I hope they don't screw up, but most of the time they do. Effect parts for the shield, this time it bounces. Look ma, a coin. Here's a Cap admiring America's ass. But it's just Bandai saying, hey, buy another $85 figure and you can recreate this funny ass scene. Pun intended. Thank you, but no thank you, Bandai. Next up, of course, Dragon Ball figures. First up, Duran, a final battle. Who doesn't want another half-naked, juiced-up purple alien in their collection? Who's going to have a half-naked bodybuilding contest with the Ultra Instinct figure you just pre-ordered, if you didn't have half-naked Duran? If $60 is a little too expensive for your wallet, here's a fireball to make it sweeter. And this is exactly how you feel after clicking that pre-order button. This is you, by the way, not this. This is Bandai punching you in the s.hfiguarts Zamasu. You have got to be a hardcore fan to want this figure. I mean, even his promotional pictures have him just standing there. Even his action images are as boring. They're not making a lot of effort to make him look appealing. Look at that smirk. He's laughing at the thought someone would be willing to pay $60 for him. Save your money and get the next figure instead, in my opinion. s.hfiguarts Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Vegeta. Now that's a mouthful. $65, already more worth it than the green alien figure before him. You get the Kamehameha effect, which looks like a water balloon shooting out sparks, a spirit sword which can be split to look like you're piercing your enemy, and that's it. It looks good for sure, but it's another Tamashii Web exclusive figure, so if you're a fan of super long figure name, you gotta work hard to get him. And for Kamen Rider figures, we have the Kamen Rider Deno platform, or plate form, which is the base figure form before any of those powered up forms, coming to you for $55 and without any other accessories. Who would want this? I mean, this just gives me the feeling that we'll be getting Momotaro and the gang as separate figures, because without them, this figure makes no sense. Like, who would want an action figure that represents cowardice and constant fear? Maybe the person is me. And finally, some general releases, thank God. Mayfax number 128 Magneto, which pretty much looks like he's a chief of some tribe. Look at that gloriously yet neatly tied white ponytail. At least he comes with interchangeable faces, one with his face all blacked out, like the comics. Gotta admit, he looks pretty menacing and cool with this look. This just looks like some grandpa. A really fierce grandpa though. I really hope for $85 he doesn't just come with these accessories. My face will truly end up looking like this, white hair and all. Lastly, if you've been indulging yourself in the world of Final Fantasy VII Remake and you want to have your own figures of your beloved characters, here's your chance, because Play-Kai Arts is releasing all of the characters in action figure form, all coming in at the same price of around $160 per figure. Wow, I really pray you're not that hardcore of a fan, because you're going to be homeless if you decide to get all of them. So please restrain yourself. And some of them aren't even worth it. I mean, just a couple of hand accessories? Even worse for Barrett with only an additional pair of hands. Like, would it really hurt to give him an additional gun accessory just like in the game? I guess licensing fee must have eaten up most of the cost making one figure, which is simply a shame. But then again, this line is known for not having that much accessories to begin with, but at least you get compensated in their figure design, which for the Final Fantasy VII Remake characters, there's nothing much there anyway since you're staying true to the character. The only figure that's worth it in my opinion is the one that comes in the collector's edition of the game, where you have Cloud and the motorcycle. And that's not even purchasable now, so I guess you're left with these instead. Yeah. With that all said, that concludes this week's Toys News episode. Tell me which of these figures are you excited to get, or not at all. Share with me in the comment section down below, and as always, thank you all very much for taking the time to watch the videos. I truly appreciate it, and if you like what you see, do consider hitting that like and subscribe button. Thank you all for your support once again, and I'll catch you on the next video. Take care. Rider! Click here for video 1. Click here for video 2. Click here to subscribe. Click it. Thank you for watching. Arigato. Thank you.